empires on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operation.
Let the worst people get controlled and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
I don't know what he is, except a conspiracy theorist.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectually, it's begun. You can feel it.
This is Scottish John for Infowars.com. I know that most of you here in this commercial already know about the New World Order, eugenics, and all the other issues covered here at Infowars. The question is, do your friends and family know? If not, then I want to know why. Oh, I know it's tough to talk about this with some people. They might call you names, or they just want to talk about sports or soap operas. I say, so what? There's a battle going on out there right now. The ammunition is information, and the soldiers are you. It's time to transform your game from passive listener to active participant. We from Scotland have had our skin in this game for the greater part of the last 1,000 years, and I'm still fighting. If we don't all stand up right now, we're going to lose everything. The Infowar is worldwide. Tell your friends about Infowars and let them know that Infowars doesn't print bull. It's real journalism and news backed up by documented fact. Step up and take your friends and family to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv and PlanetInfowars.com. The truth will set them free.
A chemical spill contaminating the water supply in 9 West Virginia counties.
This year alone, over 300,000 people in West Virginia had their drinking water contaminated.
What are the health effects of having these drugs in our drinking water?
It's forced medical treatment without the consent of residents.
My friends, water filtration is one of the most basic actions you can take to protect you and your family from the harmful toxins and heavy metals in your tap water.
On average, the county says it sprays with the glyphosate at least once a week.
Few filters cut out the glyphosate that is found in water supplies worldwide. Remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, hydrofluorosilicic acid, sodium hexafluorosilicate.
Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste.
It is our responsibility to protect our families. The establishment's not going to do it. It's time to take action. It's time to filter our water. Visit InfoWarsStore.com and use promo code WATER to get 10% off their entire family of incredible products. Or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation, it's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, pharmacist Ben Fuchs works with me at InfoWarsHealth.com with the products that we've got there that have really turned my life around. With the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Pollen Burst Plus, the different chondroitin products they have for joints and things when I've had sports injuries. I used to be a big exercise guy, and then for 15 years stopped working out except for hiking and literally gained almost 100 pounds. And I've lost now total about 60 pounds of that. I need to lose about another 35 pounds, and I'll be back to what I weighed in the past. And while I'm no Errol Flynn today, I will undoubtedly, the way I've been doing it slowly, get back to where I was. But what's really supercharged me and took me the rest of the way is not just the InfoWarsHealth.com products. You can go there and sign up and get auto ship and get free shipping and other discounts at InfoWarsHealth.com. If you go to InfoWarsLife.com, you have the proprietary products that we have put out working with people like Dr. Edward Group and others, Super Male Vitality with 8 concentrated herbs and fruit extracts that gives me better libido, energy, stamina. I mean, quite frankly, folks, it's simply amazing. You've heard the rave reviews from listeners. There's a video called Alex Jones is a Fat Ass up on Infowars.com. People say, has the site been hacked? No, it's a joke. Because it shows videos when I got to my biggest. And it's meant to be a catchy headline. And it's got some of the testimonials right there on the site, some of the feedback from people. But Super Male Vitality is no joke, and it ends up funding our operation as well. Tip of the spear promoting freedom, free internet, free speech, religious freedom, health freedom, Second Amendment freedom, national sovereignty, supporting women to be women, men to be men. You want to be something else, that's your issue, but don't attack us. It's all up at InfoWarsLife.com. We'll also add on the front page of InfoWarsLife.com the new video that is titled Alex Jones is a Fat Ass. So go check that out at InfoWars.com if you want. And I still have a little bit of belly fat and a little bit on my face, but I'm telling you, soaking wet out of the shower, folks, I look like a new person. And soon I'm going to take some photos of myself in shorts just to show people the transformation. Then I got family photos of me about 5 years ago at 275 pounds versus 225 pounds. And it is just night and day, ladies and gentlemen. The same amount of exercise. I mean, 5 years ago, I started swimming 2 miles a day some days, trying to jog, trying to work out. And I'd battle and lose 10 pounds. And it was all not having the proper supplements. So the longevity products at InfoWarsHealth.com brought me a long way, and they're a big part of it. But the InfoWars Life products are really bringing me the rest of the way. I mean, I still work till 2 a.m. some mornings. I still go out and do stuff. I still fly to places and don't sleep. And this stuff literally is more important to me than coffee now. We do sell high-quality, organic, shade-grown, volcanic coffee from southern Mexico, the Wake Up America coffee. It's all on InfoWarsLife.com. Super Male, I take a little more than recommended dose. For a while, I took half of it because I couldn't handle it. Now I've gotten where I've got a tolerance. I take it morning, noon, and night. And here is my noon dose at 12:37 Central. And then we have the proprietary Survival Shield Nascent Iodine. There's no other iodine like this anywhere. There will be a new iodine starting next week that I've got to say, folks, I wouldn't even call it improvement. It's different. We're going to break all that down, but this is simply amazing. This is what helped my skin get healthier. I wasn't getting tans. Well, even though I'd go out in the sun, I would just burn until I started taking this type of nascent iodine. And I'd heard pharmacist Ben Fuchs talking about it himself. So when I was looking at the best products to come out with, I did a deep research, trying out a bunch of different brands, trying out different systems. And then I found what pharmacist Ben Fuchs was about to come out with, and I was like, wow. This is the way to go. And it turned out a lab had been making it for 20 years, but nobody knew about it. So the Survival Shield Nascent Iodine, available at InfoWarsLife.com. There's a bunch of other great products, the Lung Cleanse, you name it. So good for my allergies. Just try the challenge. You'll find out how real these products are, and then you'll continue to purchase them, and that makes it possible for us to put out this information. So get revolutionary health products, supplements, while supporting revolutionary media. And I want to thank you all for being patrons of InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsHealth.com. And you can all call toll-free to ask any questions or to get a free catalog or to order over the phone. Our polite crew of customer service is ready to take your calls till 6 o'clock every night. Then it rolls over to the call answering center. They're great folks as well, but they can't answer all your questions. They can just take your order. 888-253-3139. 888-253-3139. And again, it is your purchases, your PrisonPlanet.tv memberships, when you buy the Pro Gun T-shirts, whatever the case is, that makes this possible. We don't take your money from taxpayers like NPR and from the Rockefeller Foundation like MSNBC. We get it from listeners and viewers like you supporting us. All right, going back to pharmacist Ben Fuchs, I'm going to shut up now as much as I can for the balance of the hour. Get into what's in colostrum, what's in breast milk, and then get into other epigenetics, positive things people can do from your deep research and all the studies you sent me.
Well, we'll talk about the positive things here in a second. By the way, there's a whole new branch. It's not that new. It's probably about 20 years old of science called nutrigenomics, which is the study of the effect of nutrients on the genome. As it turns out, nutrients are powerful epigenetic factors. As a matter of fact, most women know that when they're pregnant, they got to take folic acid to prevent birth defects. Well, as it turns out, folic acid is an epigenetic factor that protects against a major birth defect called spina bifida. So epigenetics has been used even by the medical mainstream without even calling it epigenetics. We'll talk about that here in a second. This idea of colostrum and breast milk, you know, you ask what's in colostrum, what's in breast milk. We know of nearly 100 different compounds that are in colostrum and breast milk, and that's just the ones we know about. Chances are we'll find more as we do more and more research. Colostrum being a form of breast milk, being a form of mother's milk. It's the first mother's milk, the first milk that the baby gets. And like breast milk, it contains immune-regulating substances, substances that build the immune system, something called PRP, proline-rich peptide. That's a hormone-like substance that stimulates the thymus, which is the body's main immune gland. This idea of the immune system being built by mother's milk and by colostrum is very important to recognize. And by the way, when I say the immune system, I mean the digestive system as well, because the digestive system and the immune system are basically the same system. Some 80% of your immune activity is located in the digestive tract. See, when babies are born, when mammal babies are born, because mammals tend to have big heads, and especially humans have big heads, they have to come out of the womb prematurely. So human beings and mammals come out of the womb prematurely, which means specifically their immune system and their digestive system are not fully matured. And this is a big problem because toxins get into the body through the digestive tract. An immune system that is suppressed will compromise the baby. So nature has devised this wonderful system for growing the digestive tract, for supporting the growth of the immune system, for supporting the growth of the digestive tract and supporting the healthy immune system. And that is what mother's milk and that's what breast milk is. And that's why when you say what's in breast milk, it's hard to quantify all the different things because there are so many of these growth factors and immune factors and anti-inflammatory factors and transfer factors and antibiotic-like substance, something called lactoferrin, something called transferrin. These are substances that bind iron, iron being very important for bacteria.
But that's just junk that came out of the creature that just made you.
Right.
I mean, why would this female have anything for the creature it literally just wove in its womb? I mean, you're a weirdo to think that babies need what came from the place it was just created. I mean, that's crazy.
Alex, we all need breast milk. It's not even just babies. Everybody needs breast milk, but especially developing infants whose cells are dividing rapidly and who can't eat food. You know, babies can't eat food. They're not supposed to be, they're not designed to be eating food. So nature has designed this exquisite system of growth factors and fats and vitamins and minerals that are in the breast milk. So what's in breast milk? You've got growth factors, immune factors. You've got carbohydrates, something called oligosaccharides, something called glycoconjugates. These are substances, sugars, that adhere to specific sites on the digestive tract and the gastrointestinal tract that keep bacteria from getting in. You've got bacterial support, as I was saying earlier. So the baby's microbiome, that is the bacteria that will live in the baby's gut for the rest of the baby's life, will implant and proliferate appropriately. These bacteria produce vitamin D. These bacteria make B vitamins. These bacteria help fight bad bacteria. You know, one of the biggest problems we have in our culture in terms of health is digestive distress, digestive disorders. Some 60 to 70% of Americans are dealing with some kind of digestive stress or digestive disorder. 30% of Americans have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, another sort of digestive problem. How much of this is related to the fact that babies are being born cesarean? How much of this is related to the fact that babies are not being breastfed? How much of this is related to the fact that even if mothers are savvy enough to be breastfeeding, they're typically not going to be breastfeeding long enough, or they're nutritionally deficient and their breast milk will be nutritionally deficient? How much of of this epidemic of digestive disease, as well as immune disease, as well as cancer, as well as blood diseases and heart disease, is related to the fact that we're not getting the breast milk, that babies are being born cesarean? We don't know. So anyway, going back to all these components that are in breast milk, one of the most important are prostaglandins. Prostaglandins are anti-inflammatory factors that keep inflammation down. We know that almost all disease states have an inflammatory component, and we know that many of these disease states are initiated by inflammation. Anti-inflammatory factors that are in breast milk suppress pro-inflammatory factors that are in toxins, that are in food, the foods that we eat, that are increased by lack of nutrition. There are also substances that help control the appetite of the baby. There's a substance called leptin that's found in breast milk. Leptin is a little protein that suppresses the appetite. Many folks who are interested in weight loss know about leptin and know about strategies for increasing leptin. Well, as it turns